Welcome to this first review of the Pixel G1s RGB video light. So this light has a color temperature of 2500 to 8500. It's a 12 watt light, and what's really cool about this light is that it's made out of metal. I've already used it and tested it a couple times. It's really cool though. It's like super duper bright. So here's the power switch. Here's what it looks like at 100% battery, fully charged. That's pretty bright. This knob right here turns on the brightness for the light, so it goes all the way down to 0. That's what it looks like. And then another cool feature about this light is that if you push the little button right here, it'll increase the light by 20% increments. So here you can see that it's at 100. And if you push the button here in the middle of the dial, it'll go down to 80, 60, 40, 20, and 0. And if you do it again, it'll go 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So that's pretty cool. Now with this other dial right here, if you bring it down, you can go all the way down to 2500 Kelvin. So that's your warm lights right there. And then if you push the middle dial, the little button here in the middle, it doesn't do the same increments that the other dial up here does. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but it's not a big deal. And what's cool about this this little light right here is that it goes all the way up to 8500 Kelvin. So that's, getting close to your brightest daylight. Once you get up to like 6,000, 7,000, you can start to tell that the light becomes so bright that it begins to turn blue. Now you can't really see it in the camera right now, but yeah, 8500 all the way down to 2500. So that's neat. Now in between the two dials here, you got the dim dial and then the function dial. The middle button here is called the set button. So if you push that, you can toggle between the RGB settings, and it comes with these really cool functions. These like RGB settings for your lights. So I don't know what you would call them, lighting effects. So the middle button toggles you through these different modes for the light. So you start off at the 2500 or your bicolors, right? The first one is the bicolor setting. So 2500 all the way to 8500. Then you push the mode again, and then you can go into your hue selection. Now what's cool about this light is on the back of the Pixel G1s, you have this little meter, like all the other RGB lights out there, right? The ones from Aperture, Godox is coming out with a really cool light. What's the other one? The boiling point? No, it's not called the boiling point. I forgot what it's called. The P1 bowling. Yeah, that one. All of them kind of look the same. But what the reason why I got this light was because it was only $70 on Amazon. So that's, that's awesome. If you're on a budget and you're just looking for RGB lights, I ended up picking up 2 of them. So here's the other box right here. You guys can see that. I ended up getting 2 of them. They're really cool lights. So again, let me go through the settings here with the RGB. There it is right there. You guys can probably see it. It says 0 in here. So the H is for your RGB settings, and then you have an S for your saturation. So what's cool about that is that if you push the little dial here, the button in the dial, or the function dial, you can then turn down your saturation of the light. So I mean, you can add color. Right here it's at 78, 80%, at 100%. You can't see it on the camera, but it's a completely red light right there. Yeah, so that's cool. Here we're scrolling through the different colors. We're at 50, so around 60. Here's 60, so that should be like a yellow color according to the meter here. 60 right there. Start up to so 85 is about like around here, but on the meter it's indicating like around 100, 120. but it's starting to look like a little yellowish green. I'd say, yeah, yellowish green. Green, according to the meter, is 120. So let's go up to 120. That's 120. So yeah, actually it is pretty accurate, I would say. Yeah. Again, $70 for this light right here. That's awesome. 150 is kind of like a tealish color, right? Let me move these out the way. Actually, I'll go through the box in a second, but let me continue showing you guys this light right here. So it's 150, 180 is like still kind of bluish teal color. Oh yeah, one complaint that I had a friend of mine tell me about is that once you start getting towards like the purplish colors, there's a little bit of like a ringing sound or like a hissing sound that comes out of the light. So again, it's making that hissing sound. Here, you can probably hear it. I don't know if you can probably hear it on the microphone, but it's starting to make that hissing sound. That's one of its weak points about this light. I mean, I don't know if I would even call it a weak point. I mean, you know, if your mic can pick up this hissing sound right here, then I guess, you know, it's something to consider. But anyways, let's continue going to the different colors, right? So you keep turning up the dial. Here we're at 250. So you're kind of getting like an indigo looking color right there, right? And if you keep going, you'll start getting to pinks and magenta colors. So yeah. And here we're at 350, 360 is the highest value, or 359 at this point right here. Here, let me see if I can show you guys. So right here, 359 at 100% saturation, and if you go on to the next one, boom, it goes down to 0. So it's gonna start all over again. It'll start at red, and then you'll start to toggle in through the different colors. Now what's cool about this light is that if you turn up the dial really fast, you can toggle through the different colors really fast. So here I'm at 349, 359 again, and then back down to 0. So yeah, that's cool. If you push the button here on the function, it'll toggle through the different settings, right? Excuse me, your different light effects. So here it goes to like a lightning effect, right? If you push it again, it'll go down to like a candle light effect. The next one, it just kind of cycles through the RGB colors, right? And it'll take you back to the cop lights. Now, at this point, if you turn the dial, you'll see that it'll switch to a B setting right there. Let me see if I can focus in on that so I can show you guys. So here's a B, C, and I'll go back to A. So cop lights, what are these? Ambulance lights, fire truck lights or something, right? I don't know. So go back to A, push the button, it'll go to your lightning flash. B is like a different type of lightning flash, I guess. C was a third lightning flash, right? We push the dial, push the button, change it back to the mode. This is like a candle light. B is kind of like, this one's pretty cool. It's like a flickering TV. So this is the Pixel G1s. I totally recommend that you guys get it. It's well worth it. Only $70 on Amazon.